Hello, Tony Harding from Harding Knives. Back at it again after a couple of months of slow or no work due to illness. But now we're absolutely flying, and I'm being more productive than I've ever been, I think. A couple of things that are happening at the moment. I've got two knives that are up for sale. One is this Nesmuk, which I could slim that handle down a little. It's I'd say it's a full handle. It's not big, but it's certainly there. I could make that slimmer. That's not a problem. If you're a guy with big hands or a woman with big hands, it'll be very comfortable. I think my hands are average, to be honest, and to me it's comfortable. But yes, I could make that somewhat slimmer. Because there seems to be a lot of area here, here on the tang especially, so that knife would lend itself to having a slogan etched into it, if you wanted. All of these knives are 4mm 01 tool steel that have been very accurately hardened to 59 Rockwell, and I send mine away to be hardened, and the people that do it do stuff for the aerospace industry, and they are extremely good. All the knives come back, they are absolutely perfectly straight and consistent in hardness, and well, they have the kit really, and they work to tolerances that most knife makers can't even dream of. Which is why I use them. But that's the only thing I don't do. I've often said the only thing I don't do by hand, or the only time a knife leaves my hands, is when it goes into this furnace and goes through that process to be hardened. This sheath, incidentally, love this sheath. Because of the shape of that blade and the shape of the sheath, this one's a real safe bet. Sometimes it takes practice putting a knife in and out of a sheath, because it's so sharp, and it'll just cut through the edge if you put it in, cut through the leather if you put it in wrong. But that lovely angle there makes this very easy. It's good. Like that. It's a really one-off sheath, quite unique, as everything should be. And also the other one that's up for sale, or will be as soon as I get it photographed and everything, is another of these skookums. I do hope this is focusing right. Black micarta, steel loveless bolts and a steel lanyard tube, and red liners, and I've done a black and red sheath to kind of carry on with the theme. It's just over a 4-inch blade, Scandi grind. They're all Scandi grinds. So those two will be up for sale. With a lot of these sheaths I can add this little invention of mine. I call it a saddle for these jumbo fire steels. I could make a sheath with one of those. I actually, for the first time, I was asked to do one for a normal sized fire steel, and that's the first attempt. I didn't actually make a template for it, so it actually worked out very well. I could move it further up, I guess, but it works for all size fire steels, so that's good. Really enjoyed recently making one of these, based on a French trader knife, 01 steel again. It's a Scandi grind. It's going to be deeper than this by the time I've ground it to a finish, so you really do have a super sharp edge, a very fine edge, so you know, I wouldn't hit any metal with it. Not that it's a real problem, because we can regrind them. I've corrected all knives on a bench stone at home, by the way. So when I say regrind or resharpen something, I'm only referring to something that can be done at home by anybody. This one I'm particularly excited about. I put cut a vine pattern into it, file pattern, and yeah, I think a good moose handle, a couple of mosaic pins perhaps, and these blades are 5-inch long, by the way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those. That's quite exciting. So I'm doing a number of different projects at the moment. I've even got I've stepped outside of O1. This is one of the Sandvik steels, stainless steel. This will, yeah, well, I did several of these for a customer, and as I often do, I did one spare, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that one yet, but pattern of holes mean I can be a bit creative with brass rods and loveless bolts and what have you. This is a bog oak bushcraft knife. This one is already spoken for going to the USA, but I'm not absolutely certain about that one. One of my strengths, or so I like to believe, is that I can be very highly customized, and quite often a customer will ask me for something, or they'll email me and say, is it too late to change my mind? And I always say no, even if I've finished the knife, and I'll make another one. And this one may be changing his mind, so I may have a bog oak knife up for sale as well, but I'll let you know. But that's what I'm doing. I'm up to my neck in work at the moment, still experimenting though. Absolutely vital that I do that, with leatherwork as well as with new blades, and yeah, I'm back at it. So go to the website and email me through the website if you have any questions or strange requests. The etching's going very well, by the way. Quite a few people have asked me to put various slogans on knives, and I've got the process off to a fine art now, I think, and as long as it fits, I can do that. So bear that in mind, and that makes my knives absolutely customized. So there we go. Bye bye.